Let's now take a look at the digital portfolio. It's very simple to create the digital portfolio in ClassMon. It's just a couple of clicks. The first thing is you might like to make an animated introduction for the child's portfolio. You can make an introduction for each individual child by selecting the child and clicking the intro button. And this allows you to add 5 photos and a piece of music and to choose a background color for the introduction. But you can also select all your children and click the intro button and do one intro for all your children. So it depends how much time you have, whether you can do individual or just do a generic one for all the children. So that's how you add your intro. The next step is to pop a CD into your burner and hit the burn button down in the bottom right hand corner, or you can export the folio. So for example, you might have USB or flash drives for the parents, and you can simply select a child, hit export folio, browse to the flash drive and hit OK, and that will export the child's portfolio. So I'll do it to my desktop. Click desktop and hit OK. And that simply exports Adam's portfolio. If we now look at our desktop, here it is here. It's put a folder called Adam Moore on the desktop. If I double click into that, I can then run the portfolio by clicking this file here, which is the icon for ClassMon, and it's a projector file. Portfolios are self-running, so the parents don't need any other software to run the portfolio. It's all incorporated into the files that you export. So by double-clicking the projector file, and here we have a digital portfolio. So the parents can click through the information, read any learning stories, view any photos that you've associated with the learning stories. Maybe it's a video that you've attached to a learning story. And that's how simple it is to create a digital portfolio. I'll now show you 2 other options for inclusions in your portfolio. Let's take the example of a child's parent filming the kinder concert, and we would like to include the kinder concert video in each child's portfolio. We would simply pop the CD into our disk drive that contains the video or any file that we want to add to the children's portfolios. Then we click the links button at the bottom of the screen. This allows us to use the browse button to browse to any file. So we would browse to the CD, and that would copy the file into ClassMon. Now just note that when you associate something like a video with your whole group, so if you have 25 children and you've associated a video with every child, that doesn't mean that you've created 25 copies of that video, which would be quite large. ClassMon is very smart. It just stores one copy, and it only exports that copy to the child's portfolio when you export their folio or burn it. Okay, so you've browsed and you've brought in this file. So we have the concert video. You might choose to put in PDFs or PowerPoint presentations or other videos or even audio clips. Any sort of file can be linked. We then can put in a description. So you can type a description, and we can also save it to any children's portfolios. So select all, we'll save this video to all the children. So we apply that and close that. Now the second thing I'm going to do is go into Settings, School Center, and very simply just check this single checkbox which says Show Photo Show in the portfolio, and we apply that. Now we're going to take another look at the portfolio by hitting the preview button. We get the same intro as we had before, but now we've got some additional buttons. One is called Photo Show and one is called Links. Now let's look at the links button. This lists any links that we've associated with this child. So here's the concert video that we've added with the description, and when the parents go to click the concert video, it just opens up a new window with the kinder concert. And also, if I click the Photo Show button, it automatically plays a slideshow of all photos and captions. So you can see that's very little work for a lot of output. You just need to turn a couple of options on and make a couple of links and then export the portfolio. Very quick and fantastic result. If you'd like to just export the photo show for a parent, you can click the photo show button, put in the title, browse to a music file if you have one, set the slide duration for each photo, and then click the export button. This allows you to then browse to anywhere on your computer or even to a USB drive, and then put in the title and hit save. And that is already exported. If we now go and look at where we saved that to our My Documents folder, and there it is there, number 1 photo show, and that contains all the files for that photo show. So I can now copy that wherever I like. If we send that home to the parents, they double click the player, they now have that photo show. So very little effort, no need for PowerPoint or much effort at all.